Have you ever questioned why some historical events remain in the shadows, while others are widely acknowledged? Today, we delve into one such overlooked tragedy, the Assyrian Genocide. In the tapestry of our global past, certain threads are often missed, their colors fading into the background. One such neglected strand is the Assyrian Genocide, a period of mass extermination and expulsion that lasted from 1914 to 1923. This dark epoch unfolded within the borders of the once mighty Ottoman Empire, a realm that spanned 3 continents at its zenith. This is not a tale of ancient times, long lost to the sands of history. It is a story from the previous century, a time when the world was undergoing rapid change. Yet, despite its temporal proximity, the Assyrian Genocide remains largely unspoken, a forgotten chapter of our collective past. A dark chapter in human history, the Assyrian Genocide remains relatively unknown, a silent echo of a bygone era. In the backdrop of World War I, a horrifying event unfolded that would decimate the Assyrian population. As the world was embroiled in the throes of the Great War, a calamity was brewing in the heart of the Ottoman Empire. The Assyrians, an ancient Christian minority, found themselves in the crosshairs of a regime intent on their destruction. The Young Turks government, ruling the Ottoman Empire at the time, orchestrated what would come to be known as the Assyrian Genocide. This campaign of extermination was not a random act of violence, but a deliberate, systematic attempt to wipe out a cultural group. The reasons behind this genocide were as complex as they were brutal. Rooted in deep-seated religious differences, the majority Muslim Ottoman Empire viewed the Christian Assyrians as a threat to their religious and cultural identity. This perceived threat was further magnified by territorial disputes and political tensions. The Young Turks government, driven by a dangerous mix of nationalism and religious intolerance, believed in the creation of a homogeneous state. To them, the presence of the Assyrians, with their distinct culture and faith, was an obstacle to this vision. Their solution was as drastic as it was horrifying: the extermination of the Assyrian population. The genocide was a meticulously planned and executed operation. Assyrian men, women, and children were subjected to mass killings, forced conversions, and other unspeakable atrocities. The world, distracted by the larger conflict of World War I, remained largely oblivious to the plight of the Assyrians. But the Assyrians, despite being targeted for their faith and culture, did not go quietly into the night. They resisted, fought, and clung to their identity with tenacity and courage. Their resilience in the face of such adversity serves as a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. In the throes of war, the Assyrian people found themselves targets of a ruthless campaign of extermination. But their story, a tale of tragedy, resilience, and survival, continues to echo through the annals of history. It stands as a sobering reminder of the depths to which humanity can sink, but also the heights to which it can rise. As the World War raged on, so did the systematic extermination of the Assyrians, hidden from the world's gaze. This was a period marked by a chilling orchestration of mass killings, forced deportations, and death marches. An era where humanity seemed to have lost its way. Imagine, if you will, entire villages once bustling with life, silenced overnight, families torn apart, forced into exile. The air once filled with the melodic chatter of the Assyrian language now held only the echoes of despair. The methods were ruthless, designed not only to exterminate but to instill fear, to break spirits. But the Assyrians, they held on, clung to life with a tenacity that was in itself a form of defiance. The scale of the atrocities was staggering. It's estimated that between 200,000 and 300,000 Assyrians lost their lives during this dark period. That's nearly half of the Assyrian population of the time. Each number, each life, a story cut short, a voice silenced too soon. And what of the world's response, you ask? The world, it seemed, had turned a blind eye. While nations waged war, the plight of the Assyrians faded into the background, a mere footnote in the grand narrative of the World War. It was a time of global chaos, of shifting allegiances, and in this maelstrom, the Assyrians were forgotten. Yet even as the world looked away, the Assyrians refused to be silenced. They persevered, held on to their identity, their culture, their language. They bore witness to their own suffering, their stories a testament to their resilience. In the face of unimaginable horror, the Assyrians endured, their spirit unbroken, their resolve unyielding. They were a people brought to the brink of extinction, yet they refused to disappear into the annals of forgotten history. Their struggle, their survival, is a reminder of the indomitable spirit of humanity, a story that deserves to be told, remembered, and honored. When the dust settled, the world was left to grapple with the aftermath of this unprecedented horror. The Assyrian Genocide left an indelible scar, not only on the Assyrian community but on the face of humanity. The population of the Assyrians, once a proud and vibrant people, plummeted drastically. A community that had thrived for millennia was dispersed across the globe, their cultural heritage shattered, their identity threatened. The dispersion was not merely geographical, it was a fracturing of the Assyrian spirit, a scattering of their collective memory. Families were torn apart, traditions lost, and a rich tapestry of culture and history was left threadbare and worn. In the years following the genocide, the world has been slow to recognize this atrocity. It is a somber reflection on our collective conscience that many still remain oblivious to this chapter of history. However, strides have been made towards acknowledgement and remembrance. There are now memorials, museums, and countless scholarly works dedicated to preserving the memory of the Assyrian Genocide. Yet the journey towards full recognition is far from over. The Assyrian community continues to fight for their history to be acknowledged and for justice to be served. They strive to keep their culture alive, to ensure that the world never forgets the atrocities they endured. The Assyrian Genocide, a testament to human resilience in the face of unimaginable horror, serves as a stark reminder of the cost of silence and apathy. History, in its vast expanse, holds many such unacknowledged truths. The Assyrian Genocide is one such event, shrouded in silence, yearning for recognition. Its importance is undeniable, as it stands as a testament to the resilience of humanity against unspeakable horrors. We implore you to delve deeper into this historical event and shed light on other overlooked narratives. Join us in uncovering more historical truths by subscribing to our channel. Together we can ensure these stories are not forgotten.